Welcome to the Big Fat Quiz of 2019, the #1 way to not have to talk to your family for 2 hours. You're welcome. With the biggest Christmas quiz since Joseph said to Mary, "What do you mean God got you pregnant?" Let's meet our teams. It's Beauty and the Beast. It looks like we're doing a live-action remake of Shrek. It's Dara Breen and Maya Jama. Sorry. I apologise for the Beauty and the Beast thing. I think Maya's actually not bad looking. Next up, one of them sits around all day just doing nothing. The other is sitcom star Asim Chowdhury. It's Roisin Conaty and Asim Chowdhury. And finally, it almost doesn't seem possible, but these two are both weirder than each other. One is a geek, the other has a beak. It's Richard Ayoade and Noel Fielding. Have you worked out pub quiz team names?
Yeah, OK, sure. What? Yeah?
Let's go for the Maya Jama Diorama.
What, is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing,
Maya
yeah.
Jama Diorama.
The Maya Jama Diorama.
It sounds amazing.
It does sound good, doesn't it? It
Sounds like a band from the late 60s that I would like.
Who's the one who invited the Maya Diorama? I can extend it, the Maya Diorama, Bamalama Ding Dong.
I think that would be too much. That's a hat on a hat.
I don't overkill this.
Maya Jama Diorama. Roisin, Asim, what do you think? What's the name?
OK, so it's, I'm very proud of this one, actually. Quiz Hurley and Huge Grant.
Come on, guys. Christmas!
Boys, Richard, Noel.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah, that seems apposite.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Are you going to be taking this seriously at all this year? Because I seem to remember last year you were just terrible
What do you mean?
at the quiz.
Why do you have us back? I never know why.
Well, because one of these years it's going to pay out. I feel sure.
Really? What on earth gives you that idea?
OK, one of the biggest mobile trends of the year was Face App, which showed us how we'd all look when we're older. So, Dara, here's you when you're older.
Do I own a ship and make fish fingers?
Roisin, I can only apologise for what we've done to you.
Oh, my God.
It's not good.
I'm in the same dress, you dickhead!
What's good is it shows that you've really taken care of that top.
Has anyone here ever wondered what Noel Fielding's nana might look like? Because here's a clue.
Oh, God.
It turns out she knew about the crimes the whole time. OK, right, let's get on with the show. Our first round is all about the year's top stories. 2019 is a year that's sure to go down in history. They all do. That's how history works. Extinction Rebellion dominated the headlines. It's incredibly important we stop polar ice caps from melting, because if they disappear, where am I going to go to hunt polar bears? There was another election in December. As a nation over the last 4 years, we've had more elections than hot dinners. Although, to be fair, with austerity, that's not that many. It was announced Prince Andrew will be stepping down from royal duties to spend more time with his daughters instead of other people's daughters. Right, let's get started. Here are some questions for you. Take a look at this clip. All I want to know is, why are these priests attending Mass wearing hard hats? I can tell you it is not Bob the Builder's funeral. Oh, next up, we've got a question from heartthrob Luke Evans.
Hello, Jimmy. Any actor will tell you that the most important thing on set is the catering, and that goes for any workplace. But during the US government shutdown in January, Donald Trump had trouble catering for the Clemson University football team who came to visit him. Can you remember what he served?
OK, so what did Trump serve a football team visiting the White House? Are you gelling as a team, Roisin?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to steal his jumper.
Yeah.
What, rather than wear that dress again? It wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz of the Year if we didn't have an appearance from the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. Take a little look.
Order! I'm bored. Everyone out. That's not fair. I don't care. I'm in charge. What happened now? The court can decide. We think it's legal. We think it's illegal. I made my mind up. We must appear again. Back to work. Oh no! Yay!
Pretty adorable, and genuinely they could do a better job than the people in charge, couldn't they? OK, so here's the question. It was Boris Johnson being told by Lady Hale that his suspension of Parliament was unlawful. Earlier this year, Boris Johnson reassured the nation that Brexit won't affect the things we love. All I want you to do is fill in the blanks in this Boris Johnson statement. He said the country will be amply provided for, not only with blank, not only with drinking water, but also with blank. Just fill in the blanks. Next, all I want to know is why did a restaurant get the following reviews online? If you're in need of an alibi, this is the restaurant for you. What? It has been 18 years since I visited, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sweating profusely.
I've realised that the Prince Andrew thing is basically a very posh version of Shaggy's It Wasn't Me. Saw you dripping on the dance floor. I cannot sweat.
It wasn't sweat, it was grease from the garlic dough balls.
The sweat's gone inside. Where's the sweat coming out from? How does he fall down with his tongue?
During the war, and I cannot sweat.
But you still have to get rid of excess body heat through his... It wasn't me.
Maybe he plans a sweat.
He can't. He had a traumatic experience and he can never sweat for a while, and now he's back to sweating again.
Yeah.
For a dozen brutal years, he had to ejaculate sweat. It's the only way it would come out.
I am so confused. Can he actually not sweat?
He basically said, I can't sweat because I'm a war hero, which in terms of excuses is up there with, oh, sorry, I'm late, I'm in the SAS. Really? I mean, if we have not given away this one, I don't know if we're ever going to give one away. You've still got to write down answers.
What's the question?
What restaurant it was?
The question was, why did the restaurant get those reviews? And then we all just started talking about it as if it's not a quiz. And I fully lost control. OK. In October, Extinction Rebellion protesters hit the streets of London. Here they are demonstrating outside the Treasury back in October. That was Extinction Rebellion. The protesters hit the headlines all over the world. All I want you to do is draw the Extinction Rebellion symbol. I've got placards behind you. You've got marker pens, so you've just got to draw the Extinction Rebellion symbol.
What, from memory?
What do you mean, from memory? What? Yeah. Yes, Roche, you've got to draw their symbol from your memory. All right, you've all got... All right, let's go through all the answers. OK. I showed you some priests attending Mass wearing hard hats. What was going on?
We wrote, God hates Notre Dame. Wait, I don't agree with that. God loves everyone. But I think...
Everyone except the hunchback hates them,
OK, Roisin, Asim?
We just, Notre Dame. That's it. I mean, first question of the quiz, I thought I'd take it seriously, you know, not...
OK, did you get this, Richard Knoll?
What do you think?
Probably not. What did you write?
Auditioning for Devo.
You thought, well, let's go back to the priests. And you thought they were auditioning for Devo, who our audience don't know. Who are Devo? What's Devo's big song?
What's Devo's big song?
Yes.
What am I, Spotify?
OK, so points, no points. OK, Luke Evans asked you what Donald Trump served a university football team when they visited the White House. Roisin, what have you written?
McDonald's and Lays.
That should be their name.
But
McDonald's and Live.
Dara, Maya, what did you get?
We just said straight fast food.
Straight fast food. Well,
Yeah.
that is closer to the truth. Richard, Noel?
We said human flesh.
You think he served them
And
human
then
flesh?
we said satsumas.
Also dips.
He had some athletes that had won a competition coming to the White House. He served them 300 McDonald's burgers, Burger King burgers, Wendy's burgers.
Abraham Lincoln cannot bear to look at him.
Points, no points. That's going to be the theme of the evening.
Here we go.
OK, you saw the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School acting out Boris Johnson's unlawful suspension of Parliament. I wanted you to fill in the blanks on Boris reassuring us. Now, what did you get? What was the full sentence, Dara?
We went for this country will be amply provided, not only with Calpol, not only with drinking water, but also with European shit we might miss.
OK, Roche, Asim?
And I just wrote suspending Parliament.
What have you done?
In the little box it says ample cream. Not only with ample cream.
And also someone's written mermaid?
Oh, no, memories.
Memories.
And then-
Memories, Jimmy.
Memories, not mermaids.
This country will be amply provided not only with memories,
No, ample
not
cream.
only ample cream, not only with drinking water, but also
With memories.
memories.
Brine and bat spray.
This country will be amply provided for, not only with Mars bars, not only with drinking water, but also with cheese and onion crisps.
Like I said, European shit we will miss.
No points. OK. I asked you if you knew why a restaurant got a rush of reviews in November. What did you all put?
Prince Andrew visited there.
You got Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew as well.
You got Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on, Richard and Noel got one right. Is that... Can we double-check the answer? You were right. OK, points. OK.
I just don't like Pizza Express being brought into all this. That's what I don't like.
I want a Pizza Express from Woking.
We mentioned pizza too much. Do we need a Pizza Express? Dara, did you want pizza?
Yeah, if there's a chance of that.
I'll have a latte.
Latte?
Caramel latte.
I'll have a tequila pineapple.
Tequila pineapple?
Yeah. It's actually my favourite drink in the world.
Can I get
it's
an
a good
Irish
drink.
coffee then, if people...
Yeah, OK, so Irish coffee.
extra sweat.
Extra sweat.
serve more.
OK, so Irish coffee.
Are we just ordering anything?
Hang on.
Yeah, we live in Telly.
Are we in
I'd like to
Bruges?
get an old-fashioned, but mixed by Don Draper.
OK. I asked you to draw the Extinction Rebellion symbol. What have you got?
So I didn't actually know where it was, so I just thought, stop it now. And then some flags.
Dara, what have you got?
I started writing ER, and then I got this huge wave of pro-Queen. I don't know where it came from for me as an Irishman. So I drew a picture of the Queen, I drew a picture of the Queen and a crown, and I made it look like a stamp.
It's very nice of you, Dara. Thank you.
I think mine's right, and it's from memory.
From what, sorry?
Memory.
From memory.
It's... Jimmy, God!
You just said it in such a weird way.
That's a memory.
And then you did it again. OK, so
Memory.
hang on. Why is there a tree and a cat?
Because they're going to be the things that benefit. Trees. You like trees? You like cats? There you go. That's how you market this.
What does it say?
From my memory.
What have you done there, Asim?
Everything's better with a beard, apparently, so...
Yeah, OK. Noel Fielding, I noticed yours isn't...
I've got one.
Yeah, sure.
That's my first attempt. And I thought I'd make an art
Yeah.
How did you do that?
I stole some gaffer off
Did
the
you?
floor and I had a banana on me.
Richard Arwadi's... Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct.
That is the correct symbol.
That
Here's
is
the correct
correct.
symbol. This is the way they draw it. OK, no points. Points. OK, so at the end of that round, let's take a look at the scores. With 2 points, it's Richard and Noel. Dara and Maya have 3 in the lead. Roisin and Asim with 4 points. We'll be back in a minute to answer more of the biggest questions of the year, like how do the people from Extinction Rebellion get to the protest? See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round is all about the music of 2019. It's been an incredible year for singer-songwriter Lewis Capaldi. He conquered the UK charts, the US charts, and embarked on a sold-out tour, making him the country's most successful ever Cabbage Patch doll. Kylie's appearance was the most watched Glastonbury performance ever. 3.2 million people tuned in to see Kylie's legend slot. Not me, I tuned in for the music. The Jonas Brothers got back together this year, which I guess means the Jonas Brothers split up. The Spice Girls went back on tour this year. Things have changed. I used to really fancy the Spice Girls, but these days I have trouble deciding what order I wouldn't want to have sex with them in.
I actually think they all look really good.
Yeah.
Well, they do, but the joke still gets a laugh, so... Right, let's have some questions. Kanye had a great 2019, dropped a gospel album called Jesus is King, announced his first ever opera, Nebuchadnezzar, and claimed to be considering changing his name, but to what?
Brian. Just for a quiet day. No, but,
For our next question, it's over to the Channel 4 newsroom and the one and only Jon Snow. He's reporting on one of the biggest songs of the year, but can you guess which one it is? Take it away, John.
A major drinks manufacturer has issued a recall on all its products after witnesses reported a number of customers were getting loose after consumption. The non-alcoholic beverage is said to be making people feel like they are shining and dripping with so much sauce, with witness reports stating that those who have consumed the liquid have quickly become incoherent, repeating ya ya ye, over and over. When questioned by reporters, the chief executive of the company claimed, "It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news," and that she was not the baddest bitch involved. The beverage is soon to be analysed by scientists after experts have speculated that a possible contamination could be traced back to the goose. More information as we have it. Back to you, Jimmy.
Oh.
Sorry, Maya, you were asking Dara.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
That feels like that doesn't bode well for this answer.
I know it.
Yeah, sure.
it's quite a hard game, this, because
Yeah.
it's not just like what you're thinking, it's how much space you have.
Yeah, we can't delete or anything.
It's space management largely, and the pen is actually very large.
Too much girth on the pen.
There's too much girth on the pen.
Well, for the size we've got, the pen's too girthy.
It's very good.
Girthy.
OK, next, from The Rise of Skywalker, it's Naomi Aki.
Hi, Jimmy. One of my favourite things about Star Wars is that everyone has their own unique style of communicating, from droids to Jawas. American rapper Cardi B also has her very own style and this year attempted to trademark her signature catchphrase. Can you tell me what it is?
So what catchphrase did Cardi B attempt to trademark this year?
I feel like you've got to do the hand gestures to get in the spirit of Cardi, like... It's going to be one of those.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time, to get spirit of Cardi.
Is that like...
I'm in a Cardi spirit now.
That sounded like a porno sort of guitar music there.
Ow! Ow! That's what she does.
Why is this artist so popular?
You got something?
We got something.
All right.
We got something.
Billie Eilish topped the charts with her hit song Bad Guy. In the song, what does she say she'll do to your mama, your girlfriend and your dad? Point for each.
It's the girlfriend.
I'll take your mum to the movies and your sister to the streets.
I didn't know you couldn't sing.
And the last one was the dad.
The dad, yes, you're going to do something to your dad.
Refuse to pay back a loan.
OK, all right. Last for this round, it's over to music mogul Louis Walsh.
Hi, Jimmy. You can tell a lot about a person by their home. For instance, Simon Cowell has a giant sculpture of my face in his dining room. But this year, Ed Sheeran got in trouble with his neighbours for building something on his Suffolk estate that they weren't happy with. Can you remember what it was?
Louis Walsh.
I presumed he said you can tell a lot of person by their hole. And that is very true.
You got answers for everything?
Yes.
OK, here we go. I asked you if you could remember what Kanye West was going to change his name to. What have you got?
Get me off Twitter as a new name. Then what was your one? Christian...
Well, it looks like Christian McGonagall, which I think is far better than his actual suggestion. I should be known as Christian McGonagall now. I shall only sing the sea shanties of Scotland. He's like Christian Billionaire or something.
Christian Billionaire. He's had a hard year, so he went through many different stages. I hated him, then I liked him, then I felt really sorry for him, and now I'm just a bit like, come on, Kanye.
But now he's Christian McGonagall.
So you've gone with Christian Billionaire?
Billionaire, yeah.
I can give you... It's Christian Genius Billionaire, Kanye West.
Wow.
What did you get, Roche?
Pete Feet. It's basically what we thought was maybe, you know, you have a fashion range, but then you bring out a cheap version that you put in Debenhams. So instead of the Yeezys, he just brings out little
Pete
trainers
Feet.
called Pete Feet.
You got the new Pete Feet? Oh, fucking banging, mate.
All right, Richard, Noel, did you get it? Richard, what's been written?
Prince Andrew. Prince No Sweat Andrew. But also Christian Billionaire Kanye.
Kanye West.
Point, no point. OK. You saw Jon Snow reporting on one of the biggest songs of the year. Did you get what it was? And Maya, again, your area of expertise.
Yeah, so I've gone with Lizzo, Juice.
Oh.
Asim, what have you gone for?
Well...
Fleetwood Mac.
Richard, no?
Brine by Prince Andrew and the Sweats.
Prince Andrew and the Sweats.
Well, let's go back to Jon Snow to see what the answer was.
It's like your pissed granddad at Christmas, isn't it? Love him.
Next up, Naomi Aki asked you if you remembered what catchphrase Cardi B was trying to trademark. Roisin, Asim.
2 for a pound.
Two for a pan.
Again, another very good team name that...
Yeah. Richard, Noel, what did you put?
Nice to see you. To see you. Nice to see you guys.
You thought Cardi B tried to catch...
She is sneaky. That man's dead. As soon as that man dropped, she tried to copyright that.
She said she's never had him say it.
Also, she tried to copyright Better Out Than In, which is my catchphrase.
I do know the real answer.
OK, what's the real answer?
Memory.
Roisin's
so
going to be using her memory.
It was, oh, crrr. What's the word? Yeah.
Oh,
That's exactly right, yeah.
nothing comes out.
We invent a noise now here as a team.
Oh, we could trademark
We
our own.
could copyright memory.
OK, points, no points.
Jimmy, why will you get no points? Please, Jimmy, this is crazy. No points.
I asked you if you knew what Billie Eilish was going to do to, respectively, your mum, your girlfriend, and your dad. I'm interested. Richard and Noel, let's go straight to you.
Who's the first one?
It's your mum.
Get overly close, which you shouldn't do.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Be passive-aggressive.
A third one was dad.
Oh, wipe him down.
No, no, and no. Asim, what have you got?
First one, prank call.
Prank call.
Prank call mum.
Yeah, it's fine.
OK. Girlfriend?
Headbutt.
Head by a nut. Nut your mum. No, not your dad.
What's the second?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah,
weird
It's quite
then.
violent, yeah.
Yeah, as if that would have been right if it was in the right order.
I don't know, I can't
And
read.
the last one, we've just written sex on them.
Do sex on them is right. You might seduce your dad. What did you get these, Maya?
Yeah, but on the mad, seduce your dad type, make your... This is where I got a bit lost. I didn't know if it was make your mama mad and make your girlfriend sad, or if make your girlfriend sad and make your mama mad.
It was the first one. It was make your mama sad, make your girlfriend mad tight. But I'll give you mad.
But presumably, if you're going to have sex with the dad, you're going to have to wipe him down after.
As a courtesy. A courtesy wipe. It's a courtesy wipe.
Let's take a look at Billie Eilish in action.
I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
3 points there, 1 point there, no points there. OK. Finally, Louis Walsh asked you how Ed Sheeran upset his neighbours.
He put a swimming pool into his... a briefly swimming pool into his estate or his land or his grounds or whatever, but claimed it was a wildlife pond.
Well, I think it's very clearly a wildlife pond, Dara. Take a look. That's a wildlife pond, isn't it?
Of course it is.
And if we zoom in on that, which we can do, look, there's the diving board for the wildlife. OK, did you get this, Roisin, Asim?
We put down a large bingo hall.
You think he built a bingo hall?
For the village.
OK, Richard, no.
Sex dojo.
A sex dojo?
I don't know what a dojo is.
The hell is a sex dojo?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's a kidney bean-shaped swimming pool.
We also put missile range and a key-cutting kiosk.
Points, no points, no points. OK, time for a bonus round. This is the part of the show where I introduce a mystery guest. All you have to do is guess who they are and how they made the news this year. You can only ask them yes or no questions. Ladies and gentlemen, our mystery guest. How are you? So this is our mystery guest. You can ask him yes or no questions.
Are you a dancer?
No.
OK.
How did you get here?
I don't think I can answer that.
Bicycle.
Oh, you can't answer
Yes
how
or
you got
no?
here.
You can't, no, because it's yes or no questions. Are you Maya and Dara's kid? Maybe. You don't know. You're here. Now Jeremy Kyle's gone, you come on here for the DNA results.
Are you regretting the decision to come?
Yes.
So, have you recently, like, become famous or been in the public eye?
Yeah, I mean, I said that in the intro.
You said the intro?
Yes, I said he made the news this year. Why do you think we brought him on? We haven't just plucked him out of the audience.
Sorry.
You crazy fool.
Sorry, it's my memory. As the only gamer here, I'd imagine, I'm totally excited because I know exactly who you are and what you did, and it's really good. And
OK, well, the more specific you can be, the more points I'll give you.
Did you play video games that win lots of money?
Yes.
Oh!
What a guess!
Oh, do you play Fortnite?
I just got it! Why is this reaction that
Did
huge?
you? So you have to write down your answers, because that's why. Because you have to write down the answers.
Got it for everyone.
I know you've got it, but you got it for everyone, so you
I'm
kind
in
of...
shock here.
When we rolling?
And you lot could have been more pleased for me, if I'm honest.
I'll go to Dara, because Dara's a gamer, you'll know the full thing.
Yeah, it was an interesting Fortnite tournament. I think you came second, didn't you, in the group that you were in at the and won more than $1 million for doing it. It was pretty sweet as a thing to do.
OK, so tell us exactly what happened. Who are you?
So I came on the news in July of this year for coming second at the Fortnite World Cup.
And how much money did you win?
$1.125 million.
Oh! I'm not sure how Fortnite tournaments, pardon my ignorance, but how did it work?
So, like, you had qualifying stages through, like, out the months and, like, 10 weeks of, like, qualifying. And then if you qualified, like, came a top position in one of the weeks, you got to go to New York to, like, compete in the World Cup.
What have you done with the money?
I bought my mum a house.
What? Huge. Huge. That's the dream. That is the dream. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
But how is it in school? Is everyone not really jealous of you? Because being, like, a Fortnite champion now is basically like being David Beckham back in the day.
So, like, I try to, like, not brag it too much. Like,
If you're trying not to brag it too much, it's probably a good idea not to appear on TV shows. Where a bunch of people think you're very cool.
I think I'd be good at it. I think I could take you. Just a feeling.
you can keep thinking that, but...
All right, so everyone, points, right? Everyone got this?
Yeah.
That's cool, everyone got this. We're very impressed by you, genuinely. That's a fantastic thing. And buying your mum a house is maybe the greatest thing I've ever heard. Round of applause for this guy. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's take a look and see what that's done to the scores. So, Richard and Noel have 4, and they're lucky to have 4. Roisin and Asim have 7. In the lead, Dara and Maya with 11. See you after the break for more big fat questions. But ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Jayden. Jayden, thanks for coming on. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round, well, I say our next round, we've all got drinks. We've also, I think, got a pizza for Dara. Have we got a pizza for Dara? Delicious. I tell you what, if you're sitting at home and you have pineapple and tequila in the house, you could do a lot worse than this. Our next round is all about science and technology in 2019.
Goody!
Thanks to a severe power outage, Facebook and Instagram came to a standstill for over 14 hours in March. On the upside, Britain's most productive day ever. In July, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos settled a $38 billion divorce, although he doesn't call it getting divorced, he calls it a robust returns policy. In November, YouTube heavyweights KSI and Logan Paul took part in a boxing match, causing anyone over the age of 35 to ask, who's Logan Paul and what is a KSI? Logan Paul eventually lost his battle with KSI. I assume the antibiotics didn't work. OK, ready for some more big fat questions?
That's my favourite one yet, Jimmy. I really
Thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you. You are a treasure. OK, for our first question in this round, it's over to one half of Bros. It's Luke Goss.
Hi there, Jimmy. After the release of the Bros film, my social media went absolutely crazy, with lots of people tweeting us about Conkers, Conversation Corners, and the comeback, of course. But in October, Hollywood star Jennifer Aniston joined Instagram and she broke the internet with her very first post. But can you remember what she posted?
There's a certain sadness to his delivery towards the end of that.
Yeah, it's poignant.
It's quite nuanced.
Love her.
You love her?
Yeah, yeah.
Luke Goss.
No, Jennifer
Aniston.
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston, yeah.
Yeah.
OK.
What was the question, Jimmy?
The question was, how did Jennifer Aniston break the internet?
You can't break the internet.
She did. She broke the internet.
No, you can't. It's like a system of signals.
My favourite punchline of the night is a system of signals.
It's a lovely... It's a really nice sentence as well.
Thank you.
In November, Elon Musk revealed his new Tesla vehicle called Cybertruck. It was described as an armoured personnel carrier from the future. What went wrong at the big unveiling?
What was it?
It does look amazing. If you're a 14-year-old boy, wow. OK, so what happened at the big unveiling of that car, the Cybertruck?
They took a blanket off it.
Why did this picture of an egg posted online from an unknown Instagram account in January make headlines around the world and receive unprecedented viral success?
Mind your own business.
Was it this egg?
It was that egg. It's that picture of that egg. A little bit of tequila and... What flavour pizza did you go for?
Just some meat and veg and stuff like that.
When am I getting snacks? I've been really good about it.
You want snacks?
Of course everybody wants snacks. It's Christmas.
OK, what online challenge from this year saw Jason Statham do it on a rooftop, Kendall Jenner do it on a jet ski, and Mariah Carey do it with a high notes?
In what way is this a science and technology round exactly?
Yes. In the way that this round of the sports round, you'll notice.
The shit off the internet round, you mean, yeah.
I'd say Dara's making a very compelling case for this round being bullshit.
You cannot break the internet, Jimmy.
You can't. It's a system of
I looked into it.
For the next question, please welcome a special guest, Emma. OK, this is Emma. She was released in October as a warning to the public. But what was she warning people of? I can tell you she has a hunchback, red eyes, a protruding stomach and varicose veins, and she is Noel's mum.
My mum watches this. You need to take that back. My mum likes you, you dick.
I like your mum. You know I like your
She's
mum.
standing in front of you.
OK, so she's got the hunchback, she's got the red eyes, protruding stomach, varicose veins. She was built to warn the public about something. What is she warning you of?
Brexit.
Is the skin tone part of the thing?
The skin tone, yeah, part of it, yeah.
Okay.
It does not look healthy. OK, everyone finished? Let's have some answers. OK, so Luke Goss wanted to know, how did Jennifer Aniston break the internet? What have you all got?
I said she posted a picture of her and
Of her friends.
And he was like, no, it's the friends.
Actually, friends.
It's the friends. The friends. What did you get, Roisin, Asim?
Dick pic.
I think Jennifer Aniston got her dick out.
Not hers.
Not hers.
She posted a dick pic.
Yeah, she can pay for that. She's got loads to choose from.
Yeah.
Richard, what did you put?
I can't remember.
I mean, what does that say?
Well, you're on
look,
his team.
Look, friend, I put F.
Yes, you wrote friends.
E-N-D over the top.
Friends. OK, well, I could tell you, she posted a selfie of herself and the rest of the cast of Friends. There it is. And, yeah, her Instagram page crashed as too many people were trying to access it. She received 8 million likes in less than 24 hours and set a Guinness World Record for the fastest Instagram account to reach 1 million followers. OK, I wanted to know if you knew what happened at Elon Musk's launch of the Cybertruck.
So we wrote the bulletproof window smashed.
Bracket, not widow, because I thought my handwriting is a bit strange, and it looked like I wrote the bulletproof widow.
The Bulletproof Widow sounds like a great comic book, guy.
It sounds like the crime novel sensation of 2019.
Asim, what have you got?
Yeah, Windows broke. They threw some stones at it or something.
OK, and Richard, no, you probably got this. Easy one.
Elon Musk sharted.
Let's take a look at the embarrassing moment during the launch.
Franz, could you try to break this glass, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Well, maybe that was a little too hard. Try that one, really? Okay. Sure. Oh man, it didn't go through.
Oh my
But it
God.
still stopped it. That's the point of a bulletproof. It's not that it pings off like whatever. It did stop the rock the metal ball that was being thrown.
That's really awkward though, because what did he expect? Not even a shatter.
Yeah, they would just like bounce up. Doing!
But the idea that they put bulletproof glass on it is the crazy thing, because no one thinks, I need a new car, but what if I get shot?
There's no hope in that design. It's like, that's a design for war.
No.
That's basically saying there's nothing good's going to happen.
Imagine the music when that comes around the corner. It's not like la 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 la. It's like.
OK, I asked why this egg made headlines around the world and received unprecedented viral success. What did you all put?
It was the most liked picture on Instagram at one point, no?
What?
Was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Did you get this?
We said it released a sex tape.
It leaked its own sex tape.
2 girls, 1 egg.
2 girls, 1 egg.
So Kylie Jenner had the most posted thing, and someone went online and said, let's beat it, and they did beat it. It has got, so far, 50 million likes.
Okay.
Although, I mean, it's a good-looking egg.
World record egg.
Richard and Noel, you got quite a topical one here, I see.
Guess who had control of the pen?
I just put. Do you remember Mork and Mindy? Didn't his spaceship look like an egg?
Jimmy, don't turn away dismissively like that. OK. Just so dismissive. Let the material breathe. Let it breathe. Look at The Irishman. It's like 2 days long. Let it breathe. Netflix are doing it.
I call him Dara.
You know what I mean?
I definitely thought he was talking about me there, yeah.
I asked you what online challenge did Jason Statham, Kendall Jenner and Mariah Carey all attempt this year. What do you got?
We just wrote, did their tax online.
Are you stepping to me,
Glass
Asim? Are you...
The good thing to remind
Glass
people...
house.
That was not even a shot at you.
Richard, no?
Jason Statham shot an egg out of his vagina.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's an incredible man.
No, he's got it. He's got
Bottle
it.
cap challenge. Bottle cap challenge.
Yeah, no, we said the same, the bottle cap challenge.
Bottle cap challenge, yeah. Should we take a look?
Yeah, Yeah, see, he actually did it properly, but I feel like a lot of the people that were doing it had it just lightly touched at the top and then were just blowing it off. It's cheating.
All right, yeah.
Would you get? We have a bottle top here if you would like to do better.
No,
Maya, please feel free.
Can I use Noel's mom to do it?
Can you all stop referring to that as my mom?
I can't use that.
You can't use that.
You've got this.
What if I break the camera?
Well, no one gives a fuck.
No,
No one cares. If you break it, you break it.
But what, should I do a roundhouse thing?
Oh, do a roundhouse. I'll do a roundhouse thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Oh, don't hold back.
Oh,
Do a jumping roundhouse, I see. That's the
Jumping
idea.
roundhouse.
Go on,
Yes.
Bruce Lee.
Jumping roundhouse. Okay, ready? Oh, he's got the shoes for it.
he has got the shoes for this.
Go on.
It's glued down, Jimmy!
Come on.
Oh, no, okay, so it's not.
All right,
okay,
here we go.
here we go. All right. What you really need is a bit of slow-mo, a little bit of slow-mo and some music, and then it always looks good. Have a look.
Isn't it supposed to twist off rather than you just kicking the shit out of the bottle? And
Well, in an ideal world, but, you know, we're in a hurry.
Yeah.
It made you look very sort of attractive, that kick.
So, what? Sorry, that did it for you. Something about,
Oh, no.
reminded me
It's
that you were
supposed to
a
be,
full
you look
person.
like an old man mounting a style.
Thank you. OK, I need to know about this lady here. What was she warning the public about?
If you work in the office all your life, then you might end up looking like that, I think, is what they said.
That's exactly the story, yeah.
Why is she challenging so many people to arm wrestles?
Oh, I think
what
she
we've
looks
got
like
to
she's
ask.
asking people to dance.
Yeah.
Or is she going, come this way
Yeah.
to the printer?
You've never worked in an office.
You could have stopped after worked.
Roche, Asim, what did you write?
I didn't think it was an office. I thought it was people looking at their phones.
Yeah.
And that's
You
why
thought
we're getting...
looking at your phone would give you varicose veins and
Listen, that's
hairy
just
ears and nose, a hunchback. What are you doing with your phone?
Just sort of that sort of stuff, really.
OK, Richard, Noel, what did you get?
I don't know what was
We
said.
did bad posture in the workplace.
I wrote Cruyff-Yakov disease in a really weird way.
OK.
We got a point, Jimmy.
We got it right,
You
Jimmy.
did get our point in there.
got
but-
two.
Bad posture in the workplace,
What
Jimmy.
the fuck is going
What
on?
is this, Jimmy? What is this?
You
What is
wheel out my mother on Boxing Day.
What's this really about, Jimmy?
What is happening? What? So who's touched you?
OK, so Emma was designed to show how desk-bound workers will look in 20 years' time. She's based on a future work colleague report created by fellows scientists, whoever the fuck that is. Points, no points, points. OK.
Hey, we
Whoa,
got
whoa,
three!
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, we did. Well done.
Chill your boots. What's with the no points? We got it right.
You wrote phones.
Yeah.
How is that right?
Screens, same shit.
You guys have really trailed off since Memory.
OK, let's take a look and see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you that Richard and Noel are lucky to have 7, just ahead, Asim and Roisin with 8, Dara and Maya on 16. Join us after the break, and remember, anyone could still win, especially now Russian bots have hacked our scoring system. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round is all about film and TV in 2019. Series 3 of The Crown this year was huge. I like the bit when Charles met Diana. I really think it's going to work out for those two, but no spoilers. I want to watch it. The opening episode of Line of Duty Series 5 was watched by over 11 million people. And for most viewers, it was the first time they'd seen a policeman that year. Let's remind ourselves of some of this year's TV highlights.
Hello, governors.
Tonight we go all night long. We party like Post Malone. Don't tell me that
Ashley, wake up.
Yeah, we are never ever going home tonight. Ain't nobody kill my vibe.
So you're a cool priest, ain't you?
back off and let me finish this job.
Let's do it.
Fire!
Boring! Tweet that.
OK, Game of Thrones came to an end after its 8th season. During episode 4, while celebrating the Night King's defeat with a boozy banquet, what mistake was spotted by eagle-eyed viewers?
Dance. That's my Game of Thrones.
What have you got there?
I've got snacks.
You got a hamper.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone actually want any bread, meat, or cheese?
Don't need any. We don't need to bring meat into it. What about cheese sandwich?
You want,
You have to make.
I think I made up the
Let's
cheese.
see how committed to
I mean,
this
we're in the
thing
middle of a
we
quiz, people.
You're like Jesus, but with carbs.
Next up, it's Adam Lambert.
Hi, Jimmy. A personal highlight for me this year was opening the Oscars alongside Queen. It was an amazing night for us, and my favorite speech of the night had to come from acting queen herself, Olivia Colman, who won Best Actress for her role as Queen Anne in The Favourite. But can you remember what she did when she was prompted to wrap up her acceptance speech?
All right, I'll come and get my own fucking cheese.
No, wait.
OK. Richard, you're in charge of answering while he's doing that.
So many different ones.
OK, tidying up with Marie Kondo hit our screens back in January. It was all about having a big clear-out. What could be more Christmassy than that? In the show, what does Marie Kondo suggest an item must do if you want to keep it? Are you biting open cheese?
We're having a cheese party, Jimmy.
Welcome to my cheese party.
What cheese would you like, Jimmy? Some from my belly button?
For the next question, all I want to know is why are these people discussing some stairs in the Bronx?
And every day when I come down the stairs, I have to go through a barrage of people.
You got people coming from all over the world to come to these steps. This is becoming a tourist attraction.
You know, this is our Rocky Steps.
But I thought I was the only one who will be here today, so...
What's going on? Dara, you better be carrying this one because someone is just eating cheese.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
For our final question in this round, it's over to esteemed actor Charles Dance, who's reading an extract from a TV star's book released in 2019. Who is the mystery author? Over to you, Charles.
I'm stood inside a little white tent. I'm sweating up. It's so hot in here. I'm wearing a one-shoulder strappy white bikini. Thank God I sent the producers 3 shit ones when they asked what I wanted to wear for my entrance. I bet all the other girls wanted to wear white, but somehow I've managed to bag it. Tan's looking good. They've done my hair and makeup really lovely. I actually feel quite nice. Fuck, I'm so nervous. I need a wee and a poo. Why did I choose the white bikini? What if a bit of poo comes out? No one will pick me if I've got skids in my swimwear.
Charles Dance. Charles Dance there.
He got so much out of that material. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful
I
to watch him
mean,
do it. Really.
you know, it's not. There's no small roles. Charles Dance there, nailing it.
Yeah.
What's the question, though?
Whose biography was that?
How would we know?
I've got some answers. You ready for answers?
Yes!
Okay,
We're
all
still
right.
doing a show!
Sure. I asked what mistake was spotted by eagle-eyed fans watching the final series of Game of Thrones. Dara, what have you got?
Episode 4, it suddenly got shit.
That's absolutely true. I reckon if you stop at episode 3, you've had a lovely time.
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but thanks for that.
Someone's hangry. Roche?
We went straight. We used coffee cup.
We
Coffee
decided
cup.
to
We
get
spied
one
a coffee cup. OK. Richard, Noel?
Coffee cup.
Yeah, well, you're all absolutely right. OK, let's remind ourselves of how prominent the offending cup was in the scene. I mean, it didn't ruin it. That was the scripts. No points.
Yep.
Adam Lambert asked you what Olivia Colman did when she was prompted to wrap up her Oscar speech.
Threw the Oscar at the cameraman. I'm not finished talking.
OK.
She did a terrible safety ad for BA.
Hey, come on, I'm right here.
He was in that as well.
I knew he was in that.
Whoa, whoa, hang on a second. Did Richard and Noel get this right?
Yeah, blue raspberry and did that.
Let's remind ourselves of her charmingly British response to being asked to end her speech.
I used to work as a cleaner and I loved that job. I did spend quite a lot of my time imagining this. Oh, please wrap up. Right, OK. And
Blue raspberry, they got it right. I asked you what Japanese organising guru Marie Kondo wants an item to do if you're allowed to keep it.
And I said, get you off.
We've got exactly the same.
Yeah, so make your nips hard.
Wow.
Pick a t-shirt up. Nothing. Throw it away.
Well, Richard and Noel have, I think, the correct answer. What do things have to do?
Spark joy or...
Memories.
Memories.
Memoirs.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Items have to spark joy. Here she is explaining it.
So when you hold an item in your hands that spark joy for you, this is how your body should react. Do you understand?
Yes.
The cute sound that she made that I'm not going to translate.
It does look like she's getting the nips.
That's right, but we should...
Okay, legally,
Legally.
I only deal in the law. How your body reacts, and one of the ways is boners and nips.
OK, only Richard and Noel get points on that. Unusual.
Come on. Yes, there's a turn in the tide.
OK, you saw some people hanging out on some stairs in the Bronx. What were they talking about?
It's a stairway, and you can bounce a cat off it.
You thought you could bounce a cat off the stairs, and that's what they were talking about. They're all there.
And it keeps going all the way down. It's amazing. Meow, 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 meow. And you think it stopped? Meow. Let's go. All the way.
OK, and Roisin and Asim.
We were a bit confused, so we just put H from steps.
You thought they were talking about H from steps?
Well, listen, we've just interpreted it in a much more
literal
Picasso.
sense.
Not literal.
Yeah, Picasso, that's what I meant.
OK, Richard, Noel, what did you get for this?
We got it. The Joker dance.
Joker dance.
The Joker dance. You're exactly right. It was from the film The Joker. Charles Dance read you an extract from a book by a TV star. Who do you think it was? Richard, Noel?
David Cameron.
You think that was from David Cameron's... So you think David Cameron might have been worried about having skids in his white bikini?
That's not the main thing he should be worried about. That's the thing.
What did you think, Roche? ...
It's Rebecca Vardy. Is it?
No.
It's not? OK.
It's not. And Dara, Maya?
Dame Judi Dench.
I actually thought something from Love Island, but he was really convinced. That
Who did you think from Love Island?
Danny Dyer?
Let's go back to Charles Dance for the answer.
That was an extract from What Would Danny Do by Love Island's Danny Dyer.
It's weird, Dara, but thinking about it now, it does seem like that makes more sense. OK, and for our last question in this round, please welcome the stars of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, Bag of Chips and The Vivian. So tell me, how was it being on RuPaul's Drag Race UK? Dream come true?
We had a ball, didn't we? It's been brilliant. I can't get rid of this one now, though.
Why are you called Bag of Chips?
Because I'm salty. I'll batter your sausage for 80p and I love to be covered in Daddy's sauce.
It's a hell of an answer. It's a hell of an answer. OK, now I believe you've got questions for us. What's your question?
We do. Right, to be a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race, you have to slay your drag slang. Yes, we know our realness from our shade, so all we want you guys to do is tell us what these 3 drag slang terms mean. That's a fucking mouthful, wasn't it?
I bet you've had a few mouthfuls.
Well, which brings us on to our first word. The word is gag. Gag?
So what does gag mean? You've got to write that down. We've got 3 words, so gag's the first one. What's the second one?
The second one is spilling the tea.
So what does gag mean? What does spilling the tea mean? And what does...
Fishy. The third word is fishy.
Yeah.
Have you got any drag names for our team? If our team were to be in drag...
I've got a great one for Richard.
What's Richard's drag name?
Richard, you are going to be Rachel Had a Hard On.
Rachel Had a Hard one, isn't it?
I've got one for Dara.
You go on for Dara, OK. What would Dara be if he was in drag?
Diarrhea O'Queen.
Diarrhea O'Queen. I mean, it's...
I'm sure Dara O'Queen would work just as well without sticking diarrhea.
I add something, Dara. It adds something.
Yeah.
I know a lot about drag, of course, because I work a lot with Catherine Ryan. Richard, Noel, have you finished? Is Noel still...
I'm just waiting for Noel to Google the answers.
No! Yes. No, don't Google the answers. Just write down the answers. OK, fine, right. Well, let's see what they got.
Okay.
OK, Dara, Maya.
So the first one is gagging. Like, I'm gagged. Like, if someone does something, like, extremely crazy or amazing or bad, you're like, oh, my God, I am gagged. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
OK.
You put what for gag?
We put, like, happy, which is the same, like, you know, like, you're just excited, impressed by someone.
No, I'm going to go with a hard no. It's amazed or shocked, gagged. Richard?
Sorry.
Richard, Noel?
We put that it's so amazing that it's sickening. Is that not
Looks
right?
sickening.
Yeah.
No, that's incorrect.
Oh, is it?
Yes. OK. Next one. What's the next one?
Spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea. Spilling the tea. So spilling the tea means Maya?
So spilling the tea, it's like when you're like, oh, like that, because you've got some gossip and you're going to spill the tea. So, like, Jimmy is actually a vampire. That's the tea.
Gossip.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
OK.
Oh, not that I'm a vampire. I'm not a vampire. I just don't go out during the days. Fuck you. Roche?
Gossip.
Gossip.
Correct.
We didn't get that.
We put a
you
dot.
Just
We just put a dot. We put
because you don't
number
approve
two,
of gossip.
And then a
OK.
dot.
OK. And then the last one was... So, Maya, you were doing so well. What's the last one?
The last one, I don't know if I've got right, because I don't... I said, like, dodgy, like something's a bit weird, a bit left.
Fishy.
Like
So,
bit
fishy. We'll look at the definition of fishy. So, and what did you get, Roche?
You know, there's a documentary called Paris is Burning, which is
course.
an amazing documentary.
Yeah.
So,
You with your references.
yeah, so
Go on,
that's why I
Gail.
watched the show, because I loved that whole thing. And then it's actually... Looking fishy is looking like a woman, right? Looking
Yeah.
like a real woman. So it's who's the most convincing, basically.
I've
Correct.
got that, but I didn't Google it.
No,
What did you say?
Pretty, like a
Noel
woman.
got that one. Well done, Noel.
OK, so, point, 2 points, 2 points.
Thank you very much.
OK, let's see what that's done to the scores. OK, so, in last place, Roisin and
Are you
Asim
joking
with
right
11.
We're losing to them!
Yeah, Richard and Noel have
Remember,
12 in the
Noel
lead.
went
Dara
over
and
there
Maya
for
with
a bit.
18. See you after the break for more big fat questions. But, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the wonderful bag of chips and the Vivian. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. This next round is all about sport. In June, Liverpool beat Tottenham in the Champions League final. If you didn't see the match, don't worry. Just talk to any Scouser for more than 5 seconds and they'll tell you about it. Anthony Joshua reclaimed his title in December. Joshua said before the fight, the gloves are coming off, which was a problem because the rules clearly state the gloves have got to stay on. OK, time for some more questions. Take a listen to this. What sporting event from the summer is this man singing rather badly about? And I would warn you, if you're susceptible to cringing, this is difficult.
How many special dreams were made? How many lives forever changed? Where were you on the 14th of July? The agony, the ecstasy, available to watch for free for the first time since back in 05.
OK, so what event from the world of sport was that poor imitation of Noel Gallagher singing about?
First of all, I just want to say I liked it.
Is he going through the boot camp?
It's going into boot camp.
And next, it's over to world champion Dina Asher-Smith.
Hi Jimmy. 2019 has been a great year for me. I became a world champion in Doha and brought home a gold and 2 silver medals. Yay! It was also a brilliant year for England at the Women's World Cup, and it was great to see the nation get behind the Lionesses. Their semi-final game was against the USA, and American player Alex Morgan caused a stir with her goal celebration against the English team. It was described as masterful trolling, the ultimate power move, and bordering on a declaration of war. Can you remember how she celebrated?
OK, so how did Alex Morgan cause a stir when she celebrated her goal against England? Back in August, a young Liverpool fan met his hero, Mo Salah. His stepdad said of the meeting, "The face is a bit sore, but he is great. He can't stop smiling." What happened?
Is that real?
Yeah.
Really? That's not right, is it? Oh, was it?
Not Red Metro.
OK, here's a new pair of Adidas kicks. What I want to know is, who have Adidas got to model these specific shoes?
Why is there an orange slice on the top of the trainer, though?
For half-time. After undergoing hip surgery in January, tennis legend Andy Murray shared one of his X-rays on Instagram. Eagle-eyed followers saw that the image contained what in medical parlance is known as a negative Throckmorton sign. I've given you all X-rays there on your desk, and all you've got to do is, with your Sharpies, draw a negative Throckmorton sign. Couldn't be easier, really. It's that classic pub quiz question. OK, all right, you ready for some answers? Have you drawn negative
Totally ready for answers.
I played you an unusual rendition of Champagne Supernova. It was about a sporting event this summer. What do you think it was about?
The storming of the Bastille.
This summer.
Oh, OK. That bit wasn't made clear to me. He just said, where were you on the 14th of July? Well, I was storming the Bastille, along with the rest of the French peasants.
That is maybe the classiest answer we've ever had on the Big Fat Quiz, Dara. Well played. Roisin, Asim, what did you put?
We're going to take it a bit more seriously now because we're coming last. Champions League final?
No.
Right.
Richard, Noel, what did you put?
Cricket.
The Cricket World Cup?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that is exactly the right answer, yeah. Point to them. Point to these two. World champion Dina Asher-Smith asked you if you knew what American player Alex Morgan did to celebrate scoring a goal.
Ultimate trolling. She revoked Article 50.
These are the best wrong answers we've ever had. Roisin, Asim?
We've got the correct answer.
Yeah, we're taking it very seriously.
Very serious.
Yeah.
She did, like, have a cup of tea. She did, like, drinking the tea.
Richard, Noel?
We also gave that unfunny correct answer.
Well, that is the
She drank
unfunny correct
mine.
answer, yeah, OK. There she is, drinking tea.
It's bullshit, though, because she hasn't got a saucer, the fucking dick.
But why was that so rude?
I think because English people drink tea.
You're all doing that. You're always all... You're always drinking it. We all talk about that behind your back.
Jimmy, control the Irishman.
OK, I asked you what happened when a young footballer met Mo Salah. What did you put?
I put Mo beat the shit out of him.
Someone in my head is telling me that's not the correct answer. OK, what have you got, Roche?
We said Mo Salah hit him with a welly.
OK, not the case. And what do you think, Richard?
The wrong time of the quiz to try and be funny, lads. Because he broke his nose running to meet him. That's the correct answer. He broke his nose.
That is the exact correct
Thank
answer.
you.
Yes. He saw Mo Salah and then he ran alongside the cart and ran into a lamppost and broke his nose. There he is with Mo Salah and a broken nose.
Oh, my God.
11-year-old Lewis Fowler there. God love him.
That's not where Mo Salah lives.
I showed you some new trainers. I asked you who Adidas had got to model them. Richard Arwadi, Noel Fielding, you probably got this.
Just couldn't help ourselves.
If you want to keep that shoe dry, and you want that shoe to stay dry, who better to model it than a man who cannot sweat because he's so brave?
OK, Roisin, Asim?
We just wrote Charles Dance. We didn't know the answer. We were being silly.
OK. Well, not as silly as the actual answer. Dara, mine?
I wrote Dame Judi Dench.
I would argue it is a worse choice for Adidas than Dame Judi Dench.
Really?
The model for those trainers is Alan Titchmarsh. He launched something called the Gardening Club.
Why is he wearing a flat jacket? Who's shooting at Titchmarsh?
Why has he got one little foot and one big foot?
Oh, that's such a good point, though. One
They're
is
completely
tiny.
different size shoes. That's why he got the deal.
Well, that's why he's such a versatile model. He can show what he looks like for children and grown-ups.
That's the least of
Exactly.
OK. Finally, I asked you to draw a negative Throckmorton on Andy Murray's X-ray.
OK, this is the negative Throckmorton sign. It's a sign saying Throckmorton is minus 17 miles back.
Oh, it's very good. Richard Noel, I noticed you've just written Lost Keys.
No. What? How dare you?
OK, so did you draw the negative threat one? Let's have a look.
Yes, it's there. It's like a tennis racket, but... There's Ed Sheeran's lost keys. He's been looking for them. We'll get them back to him. There's his swimming pool. Richard did a gun. I don't know why. Why'd you do a gun?
Ed Sheeran's Gun Range. That's the fourth album.
Roche, that's him. We're relying on you.
Just a dick pic, unfortunately.
Oh, no, no, it's... hang on. There's a hip there that's been operated on.
Right.
And a negative Throckmorton is a shadow of the penis pointing away from the injury.
OK, so that's what you're looking at now, what you just described.
Well, you get the point, then.
Thank you.
Take that.
So, in medical parlance, a positive Throckmorton points towards the injury and a negative points away.
OK, good to know.
Oh, well.
So Andy's is negative Throckmorton sign. He busts that hip. Time for a bonus round. Say what you see. I'm going to show you some pictures that spell out news stories from the year that were, frankly, too boring to write questions about. All you have to do is guess what story they're spelling out. OK, here's the first one. Write this down. OK. Couldn't be easier.
OK.
When you get it, I'll know when you've got it because there'll be a from the audience. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fast. OK, what have you got, Richard Knoll?
Tom Cook go bust.
Tom Cook go bust. OK, that's the correct answer. Roche, Asim, what have you got?
Thomas Cook goes bust, brackets, tits up.
Correct. And Thomas Cook goes bust. Everyone got it. OK. Right, next one.
OK.
Who's the name of the guy who does Burke?
Again. Your brain only works
What's the name of the
syllabically.
guy who does... Oh, OK, yeah.
Oh, speak.
OK, let's have a look and see what you got. Maya, what do you think it is?
John Burko stands down as Speaker.
John Bearcow stands down as Speaker.
I think you're overusing the ass motif. You are, if I may say, hammering that ass.
Not the first time it's been said. OK, so what have you got, Richard Knoll?
John Burko, seat fluff ass speaker.
What?
As a protest for the overuse of the ass, because that animal has dignity.
OK, Neil Point.
Roche, come on, not Neil.
John Burkow's
stands
down as Speaker.
I mean, that is some bullshit there, right? I can see John Burko. OK. Points, no points, no points. Let's take a look, see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you, in last place, Roisin and Asim have 15. Ahead of them, Richard and Noel with 17. In the lead, Dara and Maya with 21. Not that far ahead. It's all still to play for. Join us after the break, because some people are already saying this is the biggest and best quiz we've ever done. And those people work at the Channel 4 press office. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. Our next round is all about people. In May, Tory MP Jacob Rees-Mogg's book suffered terrible reviews and poor sales. The problem was it was way too wordy and had no spine. And then it wrote a terrible book. Rees-Mogg should really go back to doing what he does best, haunting the nightmares of Victorian children. Whilst promoting his book in October, David Cameron called Boris Johnson a greased piglet, which I think means he likes him. In September, Pope Francis got stuck in a lift. When the Pope was finally released, he was made up, just like God. OK, time for some more big, fat questions. Take a look at this clip of a man who went viral in January. Here he is talking about the fuss that broke out around him. What did he do?
I'm blown away with the response of the documentary. When someone reached out last weekend and said, "You're trending," and I'm like, I don't even know what trending means. People are talking about you. I'm like, oh gosh. And then yesterday, someone saying, "Yeah, you're a meme." I'm like, what's a meme? They're like, no, Andy, it's a meme.
That's my 2019 highlight of the most shocking shit I've ever seen.
Well, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Do you want us to say what he did or just what?
What he did. What he did.
OK.
In August this year, the president of Brazil suggested some rather unusual methods for saving the planet. One was to eat less. Can you tell me what the other was? I mean, eating less would help with the second one, I believe. In April, Kim Kardashian announced she was studying for a new career. All I want to know is, what's her new vocation?
Dentist.
Don't give it away, get it down. What tabloid story of the year garnered tweets saying that it was like a modern-day episode of Desperate Housewives and prompted Netflix to say, we're going to have to make a documentary about this, aren't we?
Oh, I know this. What was it? What was it then?
Is that how you...
I know this was what you just said, followed by, what was it then?
I couldn't get in touch with my memory.
Even you're doing it now.
I had to wake it up. She's back in the room.
Take a look under your desks and you'll find a cocktail in a can. This specific cocktail hit the news back in April when someone broke the rules by drinking one. Can you remember who it was and why they were in trouble for doing so? Bonus point if you can also identify the cocktail.
You're opening yours.
OK, Dara, you got an answer for this last one?
I know my cocktails.
I mean, you could just taste it. You don't need to swig back half a can. OK, all right, I got some answers for you. You all got answers? All right. First up, I wanted to know how this man went viral back in January. So what do you think happened? Maya, this is your favourite.
An absolute icon. He went viral because he was ready to suck some dick for water. I just can't believe that's a real thing. I can't believe you would ever be in a position in life where someone says, look, we're not getting the water sponsors unless you suck someone's dick. That is crazy. But it happened.
In the Fire Festival.
I should explain. It was the Fire Festival that went wrong, and then he wanted water.
This isn't post-Brexit Britain.
This is actually a story from next year. Yeah, OK. Roisin, Asim, did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just were a bit more brand specific.
Suck dick for Evian. Evian, suck dick.
OK. And Richard Knoll?
Yeah, Fire Festival.
He said he would accommodate someone's girth.
Thank you, Richard.
Nice, very
Bringing it
nicely
home.
put.
Thank
Little
you.
touch of class there from Iowadi. OK. Next, I asked you what the president of Brazil suggested as a method for saving the planet. What did you get?
We wrote, fuck off to Mars.
OK. Richard Knoll, what have you put?
Originally deforest Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think he said
Tory
only
rainforest.
use the toilet every other day.
And you've got Roche and Asim.
We were
less.
joking. And is that the right answer? Because we were
That's not the right
literally
answer. We
joking.
literally just...
That is the right answer.
Oh, my God.
He suggested that the people poop every other day.
But poop dissolves, no? It goes into the mud.
Poop. Yes, poop dissolves into the mud,
Poop
sure.
does dissolve into the mud. Why don't people poop
You know,
in the mud?
Dara's also interested in science.
As a leading scientician, poop does dissolve into mud.
Maya, what do you
know what I
mean by
mean,
that?
like,
I
like
do
if
not
you-
know what you mean.
If you shit, it's going to, like, melt into the mud. Like, it doesn't stay.
Where are you shitting? No points. Question 3. I wanted to know what new job Kim Kardashian has announced she's training for.
Plumber.
You think she's a plumber?
I don't give a fuck.
Roche, Asim, what have you got?
She's a lawyer, like Roisin.
OK.
Could I add that she is dressed rather like a plunger?
Dara, Maya,
We
what
also
have
said...
you put?
A lawyer, yeah.
Her dad was a lawyer as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, her dad defended OJ, so that's a wonderful heritage. I'm going to say points, no points. OK.
We went for the joke, Jimmy.
OK. I asked you what tabloid story of the year prompted Netflix to say, we're going to have to make a documentary about this. What did you all put?
It's...
Rebecca Vardy.
Rebecca Vardy.
Rebecca Vardy.
Wagatha Christie.
Wagatha Christie, Rebecca Vardy. It looks like everyone got it. Roisin, can you explain the story to me?
Why?
Because I think you're good at explaining stuff. It always makes me giggle. What happened?
Pauline put up lots of photos on Instagram and they kept appearing in the newspapers.
On her close friends.
On her close friends' Instagram, so it was only it was a private Instagram page. So they opened the newspapers, so then she got it into her head. This is a bit we don't know about the case, why she suspected Rebecca Vardy up front.
I thought she narrowed it down to Rebecca Vardy, though.
No, she probably had her
she
suspicions.
and then she took everyone off and left Rebecca Vardy.
Slowly, she had a process.
No, she didn't. Just Rebecca Vardy.
Straight
She was
in.
She
the only
went
one.
straight from
in.
boom, everybody, Rebecca
Yeah.
Vardy.
You can sense it,
And
though.
then-
You know when there's a snake in the
She
clip.
felt it in her nips.
So Rebecca Vardy is the only person with viewing access to this Instagram page. And then the great bit is she puts fake stories up, like, oh, my teeth fell out, or whatever.
Great fake stories.
Yeah. I have a bionic arm.
Yeah,
That was one of them.
pretty much.
She got a bionic arm. She put that, and that appeared in the Daily Mail.
I've got to say, for legal reasons, Rebecca Vardy denies all the accusations.
Of course she does.
Of course.
I think that's the most genius plan ever, though. And also, how embarrassing that you got caught out that way if she actually did get caught out that way.
She might not have did it.
I think that should be your tagline as the law cop. She might not have did it.
Objection! She might not have did it.
Finally, I gave you a cocktail in a can, which Dara nailed. I wanted to know, why did someone get in trouble for drinking that cocktail, and what was it? What did you put?
Pope Benedict.
So at first he thought it was a gin and tonic, but with
Her super cocktail smells, which is why I love this girl.
You guys are an item, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you worked, yeah.
We met in the pub. I sensed the mint in it, which gave away the fact that it was, in fact, a mojito.
We think it's a mojito.
No, this is... Mojito is correct. Pope Benedict is not correct. Roisin?
We thought it was gin and tonic, which is wrong.
But who do you think got in
Diane
trouble?
Abbott.
Yeah.
We've
Richard,
got
no?
Labour MP Abbott, and we thought it was gin and tonic, but I read it was an M&S cocktail, and it didn't specify.
It was a mojito, I can tell you. Diane Abbott was on the overground, smashing a mojito when you can't drink on the trains. But Diane Abbott is right, so points all round. Time now for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you 3 film posters which have all been subtly improved. All you have to do is tell me what the film is. Here's the first one. Write it down as soon as you see it. What is the film?
I loved it.
I look pretty great. I look pretty great. Here's the second one.
It's obviously...
Don't see why there's laughter for that. That took hours in makeup. Okay, Dara?
Sorry, what?
Right, sorry, I was just practicing my Irish accent. He said it's quite good, actually.
That's really good.
It's not bad, is it? It's because I act casual about it and just say, right, don't fucking look at me like that, you twat.
Wow. How long have you guys been dating? Because you've really picked that up fast.
You kind of turn into each other after a while.
Yeah. He's got some extensions backstage.
So she now speaks like you, and you'll be shitting in a hole, presumably.
My mum always tells me be classy on telly, and it never happens. Talking about shits this time.
Oh, your mum was great, though. Tell us the story about the time.
He looks quite sexy.
Okay. All right, and then the third one. Oh my God! Be still, my beating heart. Look at that.
He's laughing at me and you.
All right.
We've dressed like that in your house before now.
I had to get changed into this. Okay. You got answers? Okay. Here's the first one. What did you all put?
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. Okay. Well, you were absolutely right. I was Taron Egerton in Rocket Man. Okay. Points all round on that first one. Okay. What's the next one? There we go. What have you got?
Did they ask
We
you
were
to be in
Freaky Fever Dream. Because
You think that's what it is?
It's so weird, that thing. That whole thing is weird. I don't want to give it its name. It's awful.
Roisin, Asim, what have you got?
Yeah, cats. It's weird because the cats have tits.
Cats have tits. That's not the weird. Cats have tits.
No, but not like breasts.
not
they
like
have
breasts,
nipples.
do they?
Yeah.
They have
They've
nips.
added curve
Nips and
like...
bones.
Richard,
Yeah.
Noel, you got this?
These are page 3 cats. Yeah, we have cats.
Okay. Let's have a look, but I think I look better. Yeah.
Jimmy,
look.
you look good as a cat with
Yeah,
tits.
as a cat, it looks
I'm
like
sorry.
you.
I forget. What's the famous song from the film, from the musical?
I can't remember, Dara. What, Roisin, do you remember what the famous song from the movie is?
Yes, I do.
What is
'Cause I
it?
have a great memory.
Cats don't look weird not wearing bras.
Well, we've got the trial for the show. Last one, Dara, what do you think this was?
Blade Runner 2049.
So close, Dara.
It really wasn't.
So very close.
It looks like it.
So, Roche, Asim.
Downton Abbey, maybe.
Okay, and
The
Richard, no.
weirdest episode of
Yes.
Poirot ever. No, we got Downton Abbey.
Okay, it is Downton Abbey, not Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, so close.
Well, let's see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you that in last place currently, Roisin and Asim have 23 points. Just 1 point ahead. Richard and Noel with 24. Only 2 points ahead of them. Dara and Maya, it's all still to play for. Join us after the break when this lot will be answering more questions than Rebecca Vardy on Twitter. Welcome back to the final part of the Big Fat Quiz 2019. In January, McDonald's was forced to apologise after chicken was found in their veggie wraps. The trouble is, if chicken finds its way into one of those veggie wraps, there's a small chance it might end up being delicious, and the vegetarians would not like that. Emma Watson has announced she's self-partnering, which sounds like she's going to spend more time getting to know her Chamber of Secrets.
Best vagina joker in the business.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There is no one who finds more comic mileage in the vagina than Jimmy Carr.
Thank you, my friend. OK.
4 stars.
OK, as a treat for the last round, I've got a snack. I've got snacks for everyone. You've just got to tell me why this snack made the news. Get involved. One each. Here's Morgan spat these out.
Can I eat it, really?
Why did these... Yeah, you can eat. Why did these make the news?
Are they veggie?
You're fine.
Well, that may be the answer, Roisin, so I don't know. But with this cold stuff, you really spoil us, Ambassador.
OK, so they're sausage rolls. They were sold earlier this year, and they made the news. Why? OK. The Royal Air Force relaxed their rules this year by allowing personnel to alter their appearance. Do you remember what the rule change was?
Yeah.
A report released this year stated that more than 320,000 Britons can be labelled slashies. Idris Elba is a slashie, Victoria Beckham is a slashie, Maya, you're a slashie. What is a slashie?
Oh.
I can tell you, but he's not someone that shits in a hole outside. OK, next, I want to know what audacious theft at Blenheim Palace rocked the art world and left the police with nothing to go on back in September. I'll need the specifics here.
He's rinsing this round.
In March, a fashion item made from denim hit the headlines. They were called Janties and were described as the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Underneath your desks are some denim jeans. You got some scissors. All I want you to do is cut the denim to make them into what you think a janty would look like. OK, so Janties.
I don't know about you lot, but I'm making a bra for a cat.
I might start doing this after a hard day in court. Just to wind down, you know, get the grime out of my mind.
Get the grime out of your mind?
You know, grim.
As she's cutting it, she may not have did it.
Everyone finished? Let's have some answers. OK, I wanted to know what was unusual about the delicious sausage roll I gave you.
Vegan.
It was a vegan sausage roll sold by Greggs. Richard, Noel, what did you write?
Vegan! Vegan Jimmy. We wrote vegan and then I put cats with tits.
What did you get, Roche?
Vegan.
Sausage roll. OK, great. All right. So, points. Dara, what do you think the change was that the Royal Air Force brought in this year?
You can fly a plane in drag.
OK, Roisin, Asim?
Are you allowed to wear wigs?
OK, Richard, Noel?
Laugh it up, lads. Beards.
They're going for the win. They're going for the win late.
Right.
You know they are.
You sneaky.
Is that right?
No fun. No fun from now on.
It is beards. The Royal Air Force allowed beards for the first time this year. I asked you if you knew what a slashie was. What's a slashie?
Well, we know what it is, but
Yeah.
they shit in the woods.
They shit in the woods.
In the woods, but it's double jobbers like herself.
Double jobs. OK, I'll give you that. Roisin, Asim?
Yeah, Renaissance people. Lots of do lots of different things.
OK, perfect. Good answer. Richard, Noel?
Multiple careers / jobs.
No funny answers from you now.
Nothing, Jimmy.
All business.
It is dry over here.
OK, points all round.
It'll be the miracle of Christmas if we win.
OK, I asked you what audacious theft at Blenheim Palace rocked the art world. What you all put?
Gold toilet. Let's go through. Gold toilet.
Gold toilet.
Keep it moving.
Gold toilet. Not even messing around.
No.
Roisin,
Let's move it
Asim,
on.
you've just written toilet, but you had to have gold to get the point.
Why did I have to have gold?
Because it was a gold toilet that
Are you
was
saying
stolen.
it was really real?
Oh, yeah, here's the picture. That's a solid gold toilet.
Just a little bit of business here. They didn't match in the toilet holder, so...
Oh.
A little bit embarrassing there. They went for a chrome. A little bit embarrassing.
That is a little bit embarrassing, yeah. That toilet was worth £4.8 million.
Wow.
Dara, did you get this?
We got big gold toilet, yeah. Big gold toilet, that's what it's sold. Artist called Katana, stole his toilet. 4.8 million.
OK, I mean, you got that entirely right. Well done, you.
Right,
OK. I then asked you if you could fashion a pair of what I like to call janties. Noel, did you make some janties?
Yep.
OK,
Go
let's
on,
have a look at your janties.
Pretty happy with that.
They are... Oh, there he is. He's up there. Those are some janties. I mean, that is... Rocking it. That's pretty much a pair of janties. That's I'll give you a point for that. Here's a model wearing some janties.
I think they're quite nice, though.
I would
Okay.
actually object and say that those weren't actually janties, those are more of a hot pant.
Well, that's... I mean, he's cut them very high.
This is a janty.
That's a janty.
This is a janty.
I'm giving him the point for that.
Is a janty.
That is a hell of a janty.
You've got to get the cheeks out.
Well, now, what's that? Shark attack, Roisin?
If you're busy and you've only had time to shave one leg.
Asim, have you got anything? Did you do...
I didn't know what they were, but I just thought, like, you know how ladies have cleavage?
Yeah.
I thought, well, us boys should be able to have a bit of ball cleavage now and again. So I just... It's like maybe one ball just popping out.
I love that.
Maya, oh, you've already got a point. Richard, Noel, you've got a point. Guys, I can't give you a point for that.
Whereas I went for much more of this. This
did
seems
his
like
own thing.
I'm ready for business.
He did his own
but I'm also ready for the night.
Turn around.
Can I see? Can I? Oh my God! I said your team was called Beauty and the Beast, and I was right. Dara, you're a fabulous figure of a man. OK, let's check in on the scores before we do our big fat question. OK, with 25, way behind, Roisin and Asim have 25 points.
Injustice.
Richard and Noel have 29 points, just one in the lead, Dara and Maya. Will they hold on to the lead? Finally, time for the big fat question. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome star of this year's Strictly Come Dancing, Mike Bushell. Everyone,
Jesus, could you please have some dignity?
I loved it. He's jealous. I loved it. It was great.
OK, so you've got our big fat question. Tell us, what is the question?
What is the question? Well, so what I want to know is what was the biggest selling film at the UK box office, the most watched sports event, and the best selling single in the UK this year?
2 points for each, 10 bonus points if you get them all right.
Sporting event on telly.
On telly, British television. British television, biggest sporting event, and the biggest single of the year. How was it on Strictly? Did you have fun?
Oh, it was the best experience I've ever had. I mean, to slide down the biggest poll in Strictly history, what an honour.
And what? And you got through to 8 weeks, right?
Yeah, I was surprised.
And I think your marriage survived it, so well done. That normally doesn't happen. That's the real victory there. The marriage survived!
Yeah.
Were there any nerves at home? Because I imagine if I came home and went, I'm going on Strictly, it'd be the same as me going, I want a divorce.
No, we talked about it before, and Emily, my wife, met Katya. They got on better than we did, actually. They talked more than I did.
Really?
Yeah, they were great.
Well, I'm going to interpret that in a very different way. All right, so have you all got answers? OK. So the biggest movie at the box office this year in the UK. Yeah, you've got Dara, Maya?
Avengers Endgame.
Absolutely correct. Roisin, Asim?
Avengers Endgame.
OK. Richard, Noel?
Avengers Endgame. Avengers
Not messing
Endgame.
around at all. OK, the most watched sporting event in the UK. What do you think, Dara?
Champions League final.
Incorrect.
Oh, my
Cricket.
Incorrect.
Well, cricket was incorrect.
It wasn't
Cricket
either
was
of them.
incorrect. What did you guys get?
It was rugby.
The rugby was the
spelling,
most
Jimmy.
watched sporting event.
My spelling is shocking, Jim.
OK, the biggest song of the year. Richard, Noel?
Billie Eilish.
No. Roisin, Asim?
Lizzo Juice.
So you think it's an answer that we had earlier we might be doing
Oh,
again?
I'm sorry, you could use the same name twice in a show over 9 hours.
Yeah.
OK, Maya, Dara?
I felt so under pressure with this because obviously I should know, but first of all I went with Old Town Road, but then I realised it was UK, and I always remember Lewis Capaldi being at the top of the charts for a long, 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 long time. So I've gone with Lewis Capaldi.
I went for Old Town Road, to be honest. That was my big...
Oh, well, Maya got it absolutely bloody right.
Yeah!
Lewis Capaldi. Well, let's see what that's done to the scores. So, in last place, and rightly so, Roisin and Asim, 27 points. The runners up, Richard Ayoade and Noel Fielding. But the worthy winners of the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2019, Dara and Maya. There's your trophy. There you go, look at that. Thanks to our amazing panel, our special guests. Thanks to all of you at home for watching. This has been the Big Fat Quiz of 2019. I've been Jimmy Carr. Good night. Thanks so much for coming.
And he will be Jimmy again with the Big Fat Quiz of the Decade with Claudia Winkleman, Nish Kumar and Joe Lycett next Thursday, the 2nd of January at 9 here on Channel 4. And revealing the winners of a series of huge polls to find the best things of the decade, it's Richard Osman's World Cup of the Decade at 9 here tomorrow on Channel 4. Next tonight, back with the films The Wolf of Wall Street.